night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roar, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chats alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry.
Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like 10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Tonight officially marks the halfway mark of the regular season. Who will take the victory tonight? Welcome everybody to MaxspeedTV, the OP TNT 87 series, round number 6, here tonight at Talladega. Tonight sponsored by Joe Thompson. A big shout out to Joe Thompson on sponsoring tonight's race. Good evening, Brendan. How are you doing in chat here tonight? See, right at the moment, you're the only one in there, but this should be, I think, a pretty good race. Right now, we're looking at about 27 drivers in the facility here this evening. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, on the call for you all here tonight. I'm going to be taking a look at our pre-race analytics here real quick. We got an air temp of 65, a track temp of 76, 70 laps. I don't think that is the actual mileage. I probably forgot to change that. However, everything else is correct. 5 total sets of tires, 43% fuel. It's going to put us about 13, 18 laps somewhere, probably closer to the 15 mark, but 13 to 18 laps to kind of give these guys a chance to figure out, you know, exactly if they're going to be able to save, not save, this, that, and the other. But so 13 to 18 is what we're going to go with here tonight. Pit road speed, of course, here at Talladega, 55 miles an hour with a pace speed of 70. Hopefully we don't see a whole lot of that pace car, but we definitely could. Throwing up our point standings here tonight, of course, we have Wes Hogue up at the top at 155. Talon Smith in second at 153. Anthony English in third at 150. Right now, these are the only drivers. I do believe, if I look at our schedule, I know it says the wins there. Looks like Kevin West, he won last week, so we look at it here. Anthony English sitting in third. Rick Seabrand's in fourth at 147. Vicente Guerrero in fifth at 146. Mark Mann in sixth at 145. Joe Thompson, our sponsor here tonight, he is going to be tied with Nicholas Wing in that seventh spot at 141. Jason Berg and Gabe Butler tied for ninth at 132. James Pileski in 11th at 127. Dwayne Corbett in 12th at 116. Brian Elmore 13th at 102. Eric Laurie in 14th at 98. Steve Loving in 15th at 97. And Matthias Swank running out the top 16 at 92. Of course, the top 25 there. Now on the, of course, the right side, we have the clean driver standings here. I just saved the image and it was together, so we're going to go with the flow here. Now it looks like Mark Mann leading the way at the moment. 0.06 incidents per lap. Not bad. Anthony English, Joe Thompson, Gabe Butler, Jason Berg, Dwayne Corbett, Eric Laurie all below the 0.0 or the 0.10 mark. However, though, not looking too shabby, if I do say so myself. These guys really taking it easy for the most part. However, you know, we've still got a lot of racing left to do here when it comes to, of course, the incidents. But we don't know the incidents and how many each driver gets until after the race has concluded. So we don't know the exact extent of that, but this is just kind of a rough estimate on how many incidents they do sustain per race on average, and that does include the mess they get into as well. That can't be helped either. You can't take away from that. So, but should be a good race. We're looking forward to it here. It looks like they're going to be getting into qualifying here pretty quickly in about 2 minutes or so. So we're going to step aside, play the national anthem here tonight. Qualifying either should be or close to be getting underway here when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the red much to say. Stand in the plane, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, just that Star Spangled Banner, yeah, for the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, qualifying not happening yet, but it should be firing up here at any moment. Yeah, Everett, I'm slowly getting there. A lot of stuff I still got to do yet to get moved over, but one of the things, of course, is my computer. Here we go. Checkered flag, fixing to get into qualifying here. However, I've also got to help my fiance fix her fence so my dog doesn't mess with the chickens. But we'll probably do that sometime this weekend or what have you. But yeah, all right, here we go. Qualifying, getting underway. Well, let's go ahead and get down here. Looks like Matthias Swank, Brian Elmore, Brent Elmore, Jason Berg, Jason Johnson, James Pileski, Dwayne Corbett, Bradley Stefane. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Joseph Holder, Mark Mann, Harold Rothery coming out. Here we go. Now we've got more drivers starting to wheel out onto the track here. Looks like Joe T out there. Okay, let me... Okay, I just got it. All right, it's Deals on Wheels Automotive. All right, I don't know if I can get this saved in here, but what we'll do is we will go ahead and Deals on Wheels Automotive coming from Joe Thompson here. So big shout out to Deals on Wheels Automotive. Joe Thompson out there sponsoring tonight, so big shout out to them. Of course, a little bit about them. It looks like your one-stop shop for anything, and they mean apparently literally anything automotive. Whether you need used cars, mechanical repairs, paint, body work, custom body modifications, custom buggies, race cars and roll cages, and Amazon delivery, van repairs, Deals on Wheels Automotive has you covered. If you're a DSP owner in upstate South Carolina or western North Carolina and need reliable service with a quick turnaround, give Jesse a call. Jesse and his team are dedicated to getting you back on the road fast and making sure the job is done right. If Jesse can't fix it, it can't be fixed. Follow Jesse on Instagram and TikTok at JJ_fixit_21. That's at JJ_fixit_21. Have a project in mind? Send Jesse a message today and let Deals on Wheels Automotive bring your vision to life. So big shout out to Joe Thompson and of course Deals on Wheels out there. I just got the message there, Joe, so I wasn't able to actually fully get the image in. However, at least we got them sponsored, throw it out there. What I can do is do this right here. I think that's right. Oh, I forgot automotive at the end of that. There we go. All right, qualifying. Get down here and take a look. Anthony English right now with the top spot. Now, Joe Thompson was the quickest in practice, and it doesn't look like Joe is going to come out here and throw down a lap, but big shout out to Joe out there for sponsoring tonight again. Dwayne Corbett, 54.598. Of course, he just started his lap. Remember, the start-finish line at Talladega is actually at the exit of pit road, but your official lap doesn't start until the following lap. So they get an out lap. Right now, though, Anthony English with the top spot here. And, of course, we know all about Anthony. He loves to steal the pole. Is he going to be able to steal another win this here tonight? Got to go all the way back to round one of the season for him to when he last won. But it looks like Anthony English at the moment is going to currently hold the pole, and I don't think anybody's going to have time. Nope. All right, Anthony English with the pole. Let's go ahead and get him up here real quick. Good sir, yet again, we meet back up here. I still think I need to put your room up here and call it the Anthony English Pole Award Room or something like that, because, man, you sure know how to get the pole, that's for sure, man. Talk about it, Talladega, wide track. Should be a good race, Anthony.
I only got the pole because Talon's not here.
Well,
I mean,
you said it, not me. So
I mean, if you want to be serious, yeah, I mean, he's been mopping us up. So, yeah, I guess I thank the iRacing gods that Talon didn't show up to get the pole. How about that? Does that work?
I guess that works. Hey, he still has time. So
I mean, yeah, he can still get. Well, no, actually, I think he does it now.
Oh,
I think once qualifying quits it, or stops it, quits registration.
Oh, wow.
I guess it looks like another week he won't miss, or he'll miss.
Yeah, it looks like he'll miss tonight. Well, it's Talladega. We know all about the track, Anthony. It's wide, it's fast. Y'all's in the 87s. And, if y'all's in a pack, no reaction time. So what's it going to be like down there? What do you think? How you feeling?
Oh, we know this track. It's definitely made for these cars. So you can go 3-4 wide. You're going to see hella runs and probably a lot of carnage. So I think the first half's going to be survival, and the second half is going to be making your moves.
Do you think if we can at least get one green flag stop in, we'll get a lot of separation, and that'll kind of calm the field down a little bit?
Possibly. I mean, I expect one or two, here early probably until people settle in a little bit. But I do think once we get a green flag, it'll probably be we might get another one at that point,
Yeah. You never know. These things come quickly when they come, man. They come big, too. You guys are in a pack, so usually when one wrecks, if, it's wrong spot, then it's a whole calamity of vehicles. And, we got 29 of you out there here tonight, so I think it'll be a good race, Anthony. So,
Yeah, well, they don't slow down. They go fast, but they don't like to go slow.
They do not like to go slow. No, they don't. All righty, Anthony. Well, we're not going to keep you. Congratulations on the pole here tonight. Good luck in the rest of the race here, man. 70 laps. We'll see what happens, bud. Good luck.
Thank you much, Josh. Hopefully we're talking again later.
We'll find out. Remember, Talon ain't here.
I know. I got a chance. You're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance. There's a small chance. There's a chance.
I'm excited now. I'm really excited now. God, you just pumped me up.
All right. Well, let's go, man. Good luck, Anthony. All right, we'll get it back down. There was Team Grid 'em up here tonight. Row 1 going to be Anthony and James Pileski. Row 2, Wes Hogue, James Young. Row 3, Bradley Stefane, Steve Loving. Row number 4, Dwayne Corbett, Matthias Swank. Row 5, Larry Johnson, Jason Berg. Row 6, Brent Elmore, Nicholas Wing. Row 7, Bubba Winningham, AJ Walker. Row number 8, Jason Johnson, Harold Rothery. Row number 9, Joseph Holder. It's going to be the last of the qualifiers, and our sponsor here tonight, Joe Thompson, he's going to start there in the 18th spot. Row 10, Rick Seabrands, Gabe Butler. Row number 11, Brian Elmore, Shane Ward. Row 12, Vicente Guerrero, Zachary Workman. Row 13, Mark Mann, Alex Giffen. Row 14, Andrew Schroeder, Kenny Campos. And row 15, rounding out our field here tonight, is old mean Gene Watkinson. I say that with respect to Gene Watkinson. That's just what he usually has on his car. So he will start there in that 29th position. And as soon as that goes away, we'll get the driver bar up here. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. Looks like Kenny Campos, James Young did not grid. So it looks like we will probably have 27 drivers to start here tonight. Here we go into that start zone for the first time here this evening at Talladega. The Deals on Wheels Automotive, sponsored by Joe Thompson. And the green is out for the first time. Boogity, 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 folks. Here we go. It's 87 Talladega, folks. Screaming attitude. They're not up to full speed yet, but they are almost 207, 8, 9, 10, 212 miles an hour down into turn number 3 for Anthony English. So you can just imagine the guys behind Anthony probably doing a tad bit faster than that. And the 38 of Wes Hogue is going to take over the lead onto the outside, and he will lead lap number 1 here tonight. As Wes Hogue, James Pileski drops it in front of the 44 of Anthony English. The 27 of Steve Loving fighting on the outside up into the 3rd spot. And Wes and James, they're working both lines. They see the run already that Anthony is getting on the bottom, and they'll drop it back down, and it looks like the top 3 is going to drop it in front of the 44. Watching Matthias Swank and the 121 of Jason Bergen now on the outside, and that bottom line just not going here. I don't know what. Anthony, the gas pedal's on the right side and not the left. That would be the clutch. So don't hit the clutch. Hit the gas. Bradley Stefane. It's either Stefane or Stefani. I think it's Stefane, but I don't know. He'll correct me. Over under on 4 and 5 wide racing. I'm gonna go. I'll go over. I'll go over on the 4 and 5 wide. I don't think we'll see it early. There's just too many, I think, nerves at the moment. We see that back line here try to, just go single file. Looks like James Young. Ooh, James having problems already. Shane Ward. Looks like James Young already had to tow it to pit road. That's going to hurt. Shane Ward is already a lap down. Still have Jason Berg out here on the outside. Dwayne Corbett just rolling in 7th at the moment. Anthony fell all the way back to 9th. Wes and them didn't even give him a chance to lead a lap. They're like, no, we're going to go ahead and take it. But, you know, it's not all about where you start. It is about where you finish. And I think Anthony right now is playing it pretty safe. Remember, 2 GWC attempts, 1 fast repair if need be. Of course, I think we'll need more of the fast repairs than the GWCs. But you never know with these guys. They can, you know, they can go green to checker. Won't be any you know, fast repairs being used, but James Young has already taken his car behind the wall here tonight. Not sure what happened to James. Yeah, 223 miles an hour. Yeah, they are picking up speed for sure. I just seen Bradley hit 219, so I think what you're seeing is a little bit of a glitch too. 227. I don't think they're hitting 227 miles an hour like 215. I think 215, 218 is about the highest that I have seen. Single file going on. So they got some side by side. Looks like Larry Johnson making his way up on the outside as well, right behind Jason Berg. Now the 89 of Bradley's also on the outside. The 27 trying to get some side draft, and also 27 trying to get side draft off the 89. 89's wanting to side draft the 27. As long as they can stay, you know, off of one another, I think they'll be. Whoa! Wes got a little loose. Good save, Hogue. Wow, that could have been bad. Tuning in right now, but we only got 3 likes, folks. Hit that like button here tonight. We're just getting started, almost into the first. Uh-oh. 89 up in the wall. Bradley, stay off the wall there, buddy. That wall grabs you. It will not let go. Going back through the field here, we got old Mean Gene, and for some reason his number is not showing up in the driver bar. However, he is in the 111 on the bottom. The 48 of Andrew Schroeder, Joseph Holder's right behind him. So, got old Gene right here. Looks like Gene. Let's see if old Gene's running the Mean. Yeah, Mean Gene on the back. I figured he was running it. Bob, draft that like button, he said, ever says. Well, if Eric was here, he'd be saying lick the like button, so. All right, Wes Hogue trying to edge out Jason Berg. Jason Berg is going to lead this lap and take that lap away from Wes. So Jason's got a lap under his belt. Now they're getting close to some green flag pit stops, folks. Already getting close. Lap number 10. Remember, 13 to 18 laps. Oh, probably we'll say closer to 15, but looks like Jason Johnson has a black flag here. Uh-oh. All right. Well, it looks like we got, Dwayne Corbett off pace a little bit. Got also a driver falling back here. That is Bradley falling back. I would expect some pit stops here within the next couple of laps. Let's check on my old good buddy Harold here. He's currently running in 8th, started 16. Oh, my other good buddy, old Zachary Workman there. He is currently running in 7th. Picking them off one at a time. He started 24th. All these guys I've known for a long time. Now Jason Johnson, though, is on pit road now. Lap 12 here. Tandem drive the like button. Yes, we love likes. We love the likes. Out of turn number 4 we go. It looks like everybody is still staying out. Nobody really coming down at the present time. Gabe Butler at the tail end of the front 19 cars. Is right behind or right next to Bubba Winningham, whose number is not showing up in the driver bar, but yet he is the number 6. So I know with the new update, it looks like Nicholas Wing is also not showing up. So I know with the new update they just put out, I know it has messed up a lot of overlays and stuff, even with some of the stuff that they use here on iRacing. So it'll be a little bit probably before that all gets worked out, but nonetheless, looks like Steve Loving in the 27 also having some number hiccup problems there in the driver bar, but it's all right. That's just cosmetic stuff. They're doing a really good job here, though, folks. That is the number 43 of A.J. Walker. Little throwback there of, I believe that is Richard Petty's 43 car. Looks like Jason Johnson with another black flag. Something is going on with Jason here. I don't know if he's not quite feeling it here tonight or what, but here we go. We got pit stops. Looks like Jason Bird's going to have to come down. Remember, he was leading, so he's going to burn up a little bit more fuel than everybody else. A.J. Walker's going to be coming down. Looks like Bradley's coming down as well. A.J. with a black flag. Ouch. Here comes old Mean Gene down pit road as well. And Bradley's down pit road. Joseph Holder's down pit road. We got a good old group down pit road here. So I would imagine we'll see the leaders start to come down this time by. We'll definitely have to watch pit road or the entrance to pit road. Make sure nobody makes any type of, oh, we almost had a big boo-boo there with the 66. And the 66 flying down in through here. That is Matthias Swank. Oh, and Matthias gets a black flag. Gets on the grass. It looks like the 111 gonna have problems. That is the, who is the 111? Oh, Mean Gene. Man, we got a lot of black flags. Matthias Swank, Gabe Butler, AJ, Joseph. Ouch. Let's see here. Pileski, Hogue, Loving, Winningham, Giffen, Thompson, Schroeder. Mark Mann's coming down now. I would imagine we'll see the rest of the group come down this time. Yep, here comes Larry. Here comes Zachary. Here comes Harold, Anthony, Nicholas Wing coming down. 4 wide down pit road. Good Lord Almighty, guys. Okay, if you're going to go 4 wide, go 4 wide on the track. Don't go 4 wide down pit road. That 4 wide down pit road is a complete no-no. But, hey, y'all made it work, so I can't complain too much, I guess. Good night. Where's the pit road monitor? I know, I need another one, right? Just for pit road. But then again, I would have to have another iRacing account to do that. But would be kind of cool. Maybe that's an investment maybe for a later date. All right, we've got drive. Oh, Harold's got a black flag coming off of pit road. Oh, no. So that means he's going to have to come back down. Ouch. Eric, how you doing there, buddy? We'll talk about it, Eric, and maybe do something a little bit. I don't want to do nothing like that right at the moment, because I really don't have time to get it all set up, worked out all the kinks, and you know, all that goodness that comes along with it. So I'll get with you on it. We'll go from there. How about that? I need to get other stuff done. I need to get moved over to my fiance's house and everything before I work on any type of that. So, but yeah, that would be something to have pretty cool. You know, have a pit road cam, kind of a split screen with a race and pit road entrance, just to see if there's any mistakes. That'd be kind of cool to have. We'll definitely look at it. So, green flag pit stops. Everybody did a good job. Gonna go a little bit of 3 wide here, it looks like, as they come around the 88 of Gabe Butler. Now, Harold Rothery, of course, on pit road. He got pop speeding. Hopefully he doesn't get pop speeding again coming back out, because that hurts, and he will go a lap down there. So Gabe Butler will be the first driver a lap down, followed by A.J. Walker, Harold Rothery, Joseph Holder, Matthias Swank, Shane Ward. And it looks like Gene Watkinson has went ahead and took his car behind the wall. He didn't even have a fast repair left. Ouch. Not sure what happened there. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you just have to let me know if you're like, hey, I'm going to drive tonight, then yeah, I won't do that. But yeah, I'll get with you on it. We'll jump in Discord, some point together and chit-chat it up and get all the information I need. That way I can maybe do that. I thought about getting a second iRacing account, but man, all the stuff that you have to get, is it worth it, you have to buy the cars, you have to buy the tracks, you have to buy this, you have to buy that. Yeah, just a lot to do. Whoa, no, Dwayne Corbett got a little too on the apron there, buddy. Got a little squirrely, good save. Jason Berg, though, going to take back over point here as Dwayne falls back second, third here with Steve Loving. Larry Johnson, Vicente, Zachary Workman, Nicholas Ween, Wes Hogue, Anthony English, James Pileski. Where is our sponsor out here tonight? Joe Thompson, currently sitting right at the moment in 18th, right where he started. So, having a good run. Everybody doing a fantastic job, though, keeping that car under control. And when they don't get it under control, they're doing a really good job of saving it. Yeah, well, all I would need is one car for, one car for the 87s, one car for the next gen, one car for the trucks, and I think that would be about it. And then, of course, the tracks to go along with it. But, yeah, that would have to be got done here and there, Either way you look at it, it still would take a little bit of money to get a second account. But, that would be, like I said, that would be kind of cool to have, a pit road camera or just a second camera angle. Yeah, I think Eric brought that up. What'd you do, Brent? You brought that up Monday, didn't you, Eric? There we go, 3 wide. Going to be coming around the 19 here of Zachary Workman. Zachary's going to fall back a little bit here to about the 44 of Anthony English. It looked like Anthony going to fall in line right behind him up top side. Anthony's probably going to give him a little bit of an Instacart Fox shove there. A little bit of a sponsor there. You got Fox and Instacart. And then you got the Yeti Cooler Machine, or the 4 Rick C brands right behind them. But side by side, kind of going through here. Everybody else pretty much single file. It's that side by side up front here is where we're going to be watching at the moment. Jason Berg, Larry Johnson. Looks like here comes the 38 of Wes Hogue. He's like, y'all are going too slow. I'm going to try to get around you, but just cannot seem to do it by himself. The 93, though, of James Pileski is right there topside with him, but not really close enough to give the 38 a shove. However, if Zachary Workman, Anthony English, if these guys can get up there and give him a push. Oh, Bradley having a pit road moment here. Looks like he's going to have to tow it to pit road from entrance to pit road. Yeah, I think she was here Monday, wasn't she? Yeah, no, I'm not seeing old Rick here tonight either, which is odd. Usually Rick races on Thursday nights, but then again, something might have come up, so hopefully everybody's okay. All right, 16 of you out there tuning in right now. 5 likes. Can we smash the like button, or as Eric would say, lick it, bump draft it? Let's see here. What did old Average say? We lick the like button, bump draft the like button, tandem draft it, smash it, slide job it, you know, just something. Just hit that like button here tonight, folks. Lick it if you liked it. Lick it if you like it, yeah. Lick it if you like it. There's David Casper. How you doing, David? Lap 26. Man, they are winding down this race here, folks. Good, solid, early racing. Going to be setting into some green flag stops again here pretty quickly. In between 9 and 13 laps here tonight is what these guys have been out here this run. So we are getting closer for another set of green flag stops. If they can keep it straight, and they're doing a very good job of keeping it straight. Good battles all the way through the track. Wes Hogue back up front. Larry Johnson has led a couple of laps here. Jason Berg has led 12. Whoa! 38 of a Hogue. Yeah, you better not come down there, Wes. You're going to knock the doors off of Larry, and Larry's going to end up getting into somebody. So it looks like the 38 going to fall back behind the 93 here of James Pileski. I called him Polsky for the longest time. As they go 3 wide once again up front. James has not led a lap yet, but he will do so with that lap. James Pileski up front leading as the 38 of West seen the hole open up. He took it. He's back. Oh, no! James got loose. Good save, but he is going to fall back several spots. All the way back behind the 9 of Dwayne Corbett into 7th. No! Oh, man. Not what you... Oh, no! We got the 121 going around. This is going to be a yellow. No, it looks like Zachary's going around too. No. All right. First yellow. And we're going to go ahead and get on the 121 of Berg here and find out what happened to Berg. Think he might have got tagged there. Let's see here real quickly if he did. It was, oh yeah, I was going to say he got tagged slightly, but that's more than slightly right there. That broke the 121 loose, and he goes around, and then Zachary Workman, Dwayne Corbett right here as well. We seen Zachary get loose. Oh, that's where Zachary got it. Looks like the 9. That's kind of a chain reaction here. Looks like Dwayne got rear-ended after the 9, and Dwayne rear-ending the 19, and then the 9 gets rear-ended, oh man, right by the 93. Then that sends the 9 right into Zachary, and then Zachary goes up into the wall here. Yeah, he goes spinning it around. Oh man. Not what we want to see, not what we like to see. It looks like everybody else was able to make it through there, but man, dadgummit. Almost made it to the halfway mark here too, folks, before a yellow. But I gotta say, almost 30 laps green, man, that's awesome. That is awesome to see. So everybody's coming down pit road. Another big shout out to our sponsor here tonight, Deals on Wheels Automotive, here this evening. Of course, Deals on Wheels Automotive, upstate South Carolina or western North Carolina. If your Jesse can't fix it, it can't be fixed. Of course, they do used cars, mechanical repairs, paint, body work, custom body modifications, custom buggies, race cars and roll cages, Amazon delivery, van repairs as well. Y'all can all follow Jesse on Instagram and TikTok at JJ_fixit_21. That's at JJ_fixit_21. You have a project in mind? Send Jesse a message today and let Deals on Wheels Automotive bring your vision to life. So big shout out, Deals on Wheels. Big shout out to Joe Thompson, bringing them on board, sponsoring here tonight. Good racing, good racing. All right, lights are still on, so let's go ahead and figure out who we want to chit chat with. How about we bring old Dwayne Corbett up here? He's having a good. Oh, he's on pit road. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, maybe not. Let's. How long is he? He's been on pit road a minute. All right, looks like Dwayne is coming back out. So let's go and get Dwayne up here real quick. Dwayne Corbett, buddy, Medlock in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Oh, it's a go. Well, I see you coming back out here onto the track. Man, talk about it. Almost 30 laps. Green flag out here tonight. You guys knocking it out the door. But, man, it looks like it's a handful out here this evening. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's a handful. I got some damage here. I got 3 minutes repairs, and we went green so long. I think I'm just going to come back around and take the quick repair and hope it stays green.
I hope it don't come back to bite you, huh?
Yeah, cross my fingers.
Yeah, well, let's hope not. 3 minutes of repairs, and I don't know if you're going to have time to get that fixed under caution. So, yeah, probably would be the smart thing, go ahead and, use that fast repair. But, I'm going to let you come down pit road, man. Good luck down there in that Hooters 9 car. Looks like the lights are off, so we're going to let you do your thing, buddy. Good luck, Dwayne.
Awesome. Good to hear from you, bud.
Yep, you too. All right, we'll let him get back down there onto the track. It looks like he said he's going to go ahead and use that fast repair. Yeah, man, 3 minutes of repairs, yeah, you might not have time to get that fixed. You just go ahead, slap the fast repair, get a new car, and, hope for the best, basically. Yeah, we got a lot of cars, one lap down. We've got Matthias Swank, Harold Rothery, Gabe Butler, Shane Ward, and Joseph Holder, one lap down. Now, Jason Johnson and Brian Elmore Jason is 7 laps, and Brian is 8 laps. Looks like Alex Giffen, AJ Walker's on the lead lap. So 18 cars on the lead lap. Of course, we know yellows, man, they can definitely help you or hurt you. And right now, Harold Rothery would love to see a quick yellow to get back on that lead lap under yellow. However, I know a lot of these guys, you know, just hoping to get this race in the books. Coming up on that halfway mark here in about 4 laps. All right, it looks like we've got some thunderstorms in the area. Right now, they look all to the northwest of us, so we should be all right here, hopefully. All right, here we go. Coming back into the restart zone. Once again, Wes Hogue, Brett Elmore, Steve Loving, Larry Johnson, Joe Thompson, top 5. Here we go. Green's back out. Once again, good start there by Wes. Good start by Brett, Steve, Larry, all these guys up front, just easing on the gas. Don't want to hammer down too hard. You end up spinning your tires. We got old Batman up here. Mark Mann started 25th, currently running in 9th. And we're going to see a lot of movement as these guys continue to pick up speed. Steve Loving, though, in that. Ooh, I am trying to. There he is right there in the 27. You got the 77 of Joe. Whoa, the 11. Oh, Brett. Caught back on the outside, far outside lane by himself, having some issues. 3 wide behind them, though, as they are flying up through here. We're going to go 3 wide. Almost 4, not quite, almost. And we had 4 wide on pit road, though. That's the 19 of Workman. They're going to try to Workman himself up toward the front. Now he's beside the old 4 of Mark Mann. I wonder if Mark's going to go with him or if Zach's going to pull it in front of him and go ahead and drag Mark with him. Man, Zachary is flying. And he's, I wouldn't say he's by himself, but man, 221 miles an hour. Good Lord, that's fast. Man. No, it's not looking good, Eric. You got that right. But I love these green flag runs, man. These races go by so much quicker. Not a whole lot of time to really, talk about, anything other than the racing. But, these things go by really quick when it's green flag racing. I love it. All right, next time by will be the halfway mark completed, lap 36. Got to complete lap 35. And we have lost Bradley, Gene, and James here tonight. We lost James early here tonight. I'm not sure. Still don't know what happened to James, though. Wes Hogue trapped on the outside of the Exxon 38. Looks like he is going to fall back at the moment to 7th as Andrew Schroeder, my old good buddy Andrew's coming up here. He started 27th, running into the 8th spot at the moment, picking them off. Oh, Brett coming down pit road. He has a black flag. Oh, ouch. Moose Pie out there. How you doing, Moose? Hey, where's Rick at? I'm glad you're out there in chat. I haven't seen Rick, I haven't seen Belva, I haven't seen any of them. I see you. Glad you're out there in chat. Looks like Brent took his car behind the wall. We have a lost now 4 drivers, and I don't know what Brian is sitting on pit road here. Yeah, David Casper's here in chat somewhere. I don't know where, but he's somewhere. Our sponsor here tonight, Joe, in the 77, running in second. Yeah, in second. Now, Harold Rothery is on the lead lap, but barely. The leaders are right there behind him, and Harold's trying to keep them behind him, but Larry Johnson is on the outside. Larry trying to fully take back over the lead, and at the moment he has done so. The 121 of Jason Berg right behind him, and they are going to have to be careful, no rubbing, because these cars, man, when they break loose, they break loose. Ooh. 77 of Joe got a little squirrely there. Almost took out the nose of the 41 of Vicente Guerrero. Good buddy Vicente. He started toward the back as well. A lot of the drivers you've seen, you've seen start toward the back are now running up toward the front. All right, now the good solid racing. Probably gonna see potentially another green flag pit stop here at about 4 laps or so when that window opens up. Probably around lap 43, 44, somewhere around in there if they stay green. We'll be pushing lap number 40 though. Not 30 laps. Oh, wing up into the wall. Looks like he's gonna fall backwards. Yes, I said backwards. I didn't say backwards. I said backwards. I am Southern, so deal with it. 20 of you out there right now watching. Thank you, everybody, for showing up here tonight. We do appreciate it. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Lick it, smash it, draft it, pull it, whatever. Shooting for 10, 15 likes out here tonight, what we're shooting for. Would love to see everybody hit that like button here this evening. Talent is not here either. I know with this update, I was beginning to wonder if I was going to even be able to make it, honestly. Due to the fact that... I was having issues with the update. I had a brain fart there. It was stuck at like 70-something% for like 5 minutes. I was a little concerned it hung up, but it finally cleared up and was able to get it updated. Yeah, Talon coming in too tonight in second in the point standings. Wait, that is wrong. Hang on a second. Let me look at this. I think I told y'all wrong. Yeah, those point standings were wrong. All right, so here's the new point standings here. Anthony English is actually our leader at 194 points. Rick Seabrand's in second at 185. Mark Mann in third at 184. Joe Thompson in fourth at 174. Jason Berg in fifth at 170. James Pileski in sixth at 169. Wes Hogan seventh at 168. Gabe Butler in eighth at 166. Vicente in ninth at 164. Nicholas Wing in 10th at 162. Talon did drop 9 spots into 11th. He's at 153. Dwayne Corbett in 12th at 131. Steve Loving in 13th at 129. Brian Elmore in 14th at 120. James Barron 15th at 119. And Matthias Swank in 16th at 116. So, yeah, I did tell y'all wrong. That was my fault. All righty, Moose. We'll get some sleep. Yeah, he's going to drop a lot of spots after tonight. Even more, it'll probably drop him out of the, more than likely out of the top. They might even drop him out of the top 16. We'll have to see. All right, lap 44 here. And they've been out here now at about 13, 14 laps. So they are going to be ending up coming down pit road here in the next lap or two. Joe Thompson, Steve Loving, Larry Johnson, Vicente, James, Zachary, Jason, Wes, Andrew, Rick. That is our top 10 here. Right now, Steve hugging the back end of the 18 of Harold Rothery as the 77-27. Now, these guys cannot pit from the outside line. They're supposed to get down on the bottom, but we have seen drivers pit from that top lane, so hopefully they do it the right way. Yeah, he's going to be down a lot, probably out of the top 16, more than likely. Just waiting for these guys to start coming down pit road here, folks. We do have some that's on pit road. Jason Berg, Harold Rothery, Joseph Holder, Jason Johnson. I would imagine this lead pack will come down here pretty quick. Zachary Workman in the 19 on the outside. Yep, here comes Steve Loving, Bazente, James. Looks like Anthony staying out. Oh, man. Good job, guys. So Steve, Bazente, James, Wes, Nicholas, Joe, Larry, Andrew, Mark, AJ, all down pit road. I would imagine Workman, English, Bubba, and Rick Seabrands will be coming down this time by. Yeah, but he's going to have to come out and pull out some victories to do so, which we know he can do that. Zachary's down, Anthony, Dwayne, Bubba, Rick. Here they come down pit road, the last group. Whoa! Seabrands having a Yeti moment. Didn't make it safely into his pit box here. Jason Berg is already up to speed. He right now is not our leader. Our leader is right now Anthony English, but I think Steve and Vicente more than likely will get around who, that is Zachary Workman now, our leader. I think they will be able to get around these guys to take over the lead. I say that, and Zachary's fixed to come back out onto the track as Steve Loving, Vicente, and Jason power their way around the 19. All right, well, they can't make it to the end, folks. They will have to pit again. Green flag stop number 2 here tonight. Going ahead real quick and taking a look here. Looks like we've had one caution. Saying 0 laps, but I'm going to probably put that in for like, 1 or 2 laps here. 21 laps to go here tonight. We've had 17 lead changes already. They already just did those, Eric. Now, they'll still have to pit again, though, Eric. They can't make it to the end. They will have to pit at least one more time. So, with 20 to go out here tonight, a big shout-out to Joe Thompson and Deals on Wheels Automotive, sponsoring tonight's race. And big shout-out to all the fans out there here tonight. Remember, they only do 70 laps here in the TNT series, so sometimes these races go quick. Well, I would go as far as you can. I don't know if I would short pit. I would definitely go as far as you can. Steve Loving still leading the way here in the 27 machine. Vicente in second, door to door with Jason Berg, trying to keep it real close there. The 77 of Joe Thompson, Zachary Workman, and Nicholas Wing right here together. And you got Wes Hogue coming up on him as well. So the top 7 right here together, leading this second group, being led by Rick Seabrands, Dwayne Corbett, Larry Johnson, Anthony English, Mark Mann, and Andrew Schroeder's coming up on him too. And in this pack of cars is Harold Rothery in the number 18, as well as the 39 of Shane Ward. Both of these drivers are a lap down, but they are in this second group. So, they're hoping for something here. I know these guys up front hoping there is no yellow. All right, 16 to go. So who's going to pit, when, and where? Yeah, 17 cars on the lead lap, so anything can still happen. I mean, Shane Ward, Harold Rothery, Matthias, Joseph, and Gabe, you know, they could all get back on the lead lap too with the miracle as well. So, you know, you can't rule them out, although right now not looking too promising for them. 15 to go. When do they come down pit road? Right now, not a whole lot going on, folks. A lot of single file. Oh, Larry Johnson all over the back end of Rick Seabrand's, though. Looks like Larry's going to have to back off a little bit. Probably getting some heat build up in that car. Don't want to blow the engine. We see the 38 of Wes Hogue working the outside line. 14 to go. 7 cars in this pack. Rick Seabrand's Larry coming, though. They are going to make it. If they can get up there. Oh, here we go. We got pit stops. We got drivers coming down pit road here. It's going to be Vicente. It is going to be Nicholas. Oh, we got Dwayne Corbett. Oh, yellow is out. And I am sure Dwayne is not happy about that. What happened to Dwayne Corbett here? I would imagine it'll be them coming down pit road here. Let me go ahead and... Well, it put me on Jason Johnson here for some reason. But I don't think that's what it was. Let me fast forward it a little bit here. It looks like out of 2 they were okay. And then coming down out of 4. Give me a minute, folks. I am trying to find out what happened to Dwayne here. Like he's all right there. Yeah, it's the fastest race I've ever called right here, folks. A lot of fast forwarding going on. Okay, so right here, I believe is where we're going to have... Yep, this is where we're going to have a problem here. Right here, it looks like Dwayne come down pit road here. And locked him up. And it spun, it locked him up, and it took him right back up on the track in front of traffic. So that is going to bring out the yellow. No. All right, well, this is definitely going to put him, you know, in the window of making it. Harold Rothery. Let's see here. I am showing... Shane Ward will probably be our lucky dog. Get back on the lead lap. Looks like Harold Rothery may go ahead and come down pit road here with the guys, even though it's technically closed for them. However, it'll be just an EOL, so not a big deal. So yeah. Looks like getting back on the lead lap is going to be Shane Ward. Oh, it might have. I didn't catch that. It definitely might have. Remember, I was fast forwarding it, so I. Uh-oh. All right, we are back. Not sure what happened there. Something, it seems like every night it does that. About this time, it cuts out and then comes right back in. Something is odd. So, Nicholas Wing, Vicente Guerrero, Anthony English, Steve Loving, Wes Hogue, Joe Thompson, Jason Berg, Zachary Workman, Larry Johnson, Rick Seabrands is going to be our top 10 coming to the restart here. It'll be 9 to go when they go back green. We've got to go back around one more time. And of course, now they can make it to the end and possibly the two GWCs if need be. But we can go ahead and look here. 2 cautions, it looks like for 2 laps as of right now. It'll be for 3 laps, 10 to go. So it'll be 9 to go here at green flag, folks. Looks like we've got several. Well, we got Gabe Butler who stayed out. He is going to be back on the lead lap. Man, he's going to have to bet on a quick yellow here. He's been out here 14 laps. I know he'll be able to save a couple of laps under yellow, but not going to be able to save a whole lot. Well, the pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. 10:08 Eastern, 9:08 Central. Coming down to the final laps here tonight. Here we go. Pace cars down. On the restart. Take it easy, guys. Do not get in the back of one another. Here we go. Coming into the restart zone once again. Nicholas Wing will be our leader and our go guy. Here we go. Green's out. 9 laps remain here tonight for the OPTNT 87 series, round number 6 of season 2. Here at Talladega. Deals. Oh, wow. Got a lot of a scurry situation back here. The Deals on Wheels Automotive, sponsored by Joe Thompson. Of course, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Again, a big shout out to everybody tuning in here tonight. A big shout out to all the Deals on Wheels guys. If you are out there tuning in here, we do appreciate it. Y'all haven't already smashed that like button yet, please do so. 7 likes out here tonight, 3 shy from 10. Oh, 43 doing a little bit of blinking there. That's AJ Walker. I know AJ likes to do some blinking, so hopefully that clears up here at the end of the race. Intensity increased 1,000%, huh? Whoa! 38 going around. 38 lid for lid. 38 of Wes is flipping. Oh, we got drivers going everywhere. And Wes Hogue continues to go topsy-turvy here. All right. Wow. It looks like, oh, hey, does that look familiar, folks? Oh, man. All right, well, let's find out what happened to the 38 first. And this is kind of what set the stage here for Wes to go bonkers. It looks like he moves down and then gets tagged here by Larry. And then that sends Wes right up in front of, the 19 of Zachary Workman. Nowhere to go. And it was just on from there after. I mean, it was simultaneous. As soon as Wes hit, Zachary was underneath him, and then Wes just goes lid for lid here. And then it also looks like the 48 of Andrew goes lid for lid. Man, all right. Who do we go cockpit on? How about we go cockpit on Wes first, and then we'll flip it over to Andrew here. Watch how quick Andrew got sick. Here we go. If you get motion sickness, don't watch. There was nothing Wes could have done in that situation. He just keeps going and going and going. And not the Energizer Bunny either. Man, all right. Now let's go on board with Andrew here and find out what happened to Andrew, because I mean, it looks like he went to dodge it is what happened, and then he got sandwiched. Wrong spot, wrong time. Andrew got sandwiched. All right. Well, now that I'm nauseous, because I have to watch it, I have no choice. All right, 6 laps to go. Man. Well, that unfortunately had to put Wes Hogue with a fast repair. He had to use his. Andrew is still setting on pit road. I don't think Andrew has a fast repair here tonight. Oh, no. All right, lights are off. It'll be 4 to go, folks, when we get back green. Of course, now we've got to talk about it. Green, white, checker to tips. Now, if a yellow comes out before the white flag here after the restart, then they will be probably more than likely under a GWC attempt. They only get 2 attempts at those, and it's set the same way. The white flag... If the white flag comes out first, then whatever happens after that happens. If the caution comes out, GWC attempt, they'll do it 2 times, and on the second attempt, if the caution comes out before the white flag, that ends the race. Right now, though, still under regulation here tonight at Talladega. Yeah, I'd love to see old Bubba get another podium. Sir, currently running in 12th right now. Running pretty strong there in that USA, I believe that's USA 250 paint. Doing pretty good, doing really good. He set himself up for a good spot. Of course, he's been in this situation before. And just keep the hammer down and go. Yeah, they will not throw a caution once that white flag is out. There is no caution checker. It's straight up to the checkered. All right, here we go. Pace car down to the safety of pit road. It'll be 4 to go on green. Vicente, the 41, up front. Of course, rule states they have to go on green at all times. They cannot jump it. So even in that restart start zone, they can't jump it. Green's out. Vicente on the loud pedal. Good start. Nicholas Wing in the 21 on the outside. Joe Thompson, James Pileski, Jason Berg, Loving, Seabrands, Johnson, Corbett, and Walker is right now rounding out the top 10 here. But you have to keep an eye out on everybody, including Gabe Butler here. Gabe is back on the lead lap. He needed the yellow when the yellow came out, and he got it. As they continue to trek around, Mark Mann picking up there on the outside from the back here around the 14th spot. Shane Ward, Walker, English coming 3 wide up the middle. Getting a little bit too far on the apron. That's the 39 of Shane Ward here. However, Shane's doing a good job. 3 to go. Well, in this case, once the flag is waved, because there's no holding it in iRacing. Now, in real life, that might be a different story, but here on iRacing, whoa, no, here they go, they're going to be wrecking this. It's going to be a big one. Big wreck. Big wreck. Oh, no. GWC attempt coming up here, folks. Looks like the 93 and the 21. Oh, Nicholas Wing in the 21, the 93 of James Pileski. It looks like this is where it all was going down. Man, they were dooring one another. I don't know how far back they were doing this. It looks like they were doing it. It looks like that might be where it started here. Looks like James was on the top side. Come down again, down, and 21 was right there, and that drug the 21, and then they go around and around they go. Where they stop, who knows? Hopefully somewhere on the track. It looks like they were wrecking back here too. Everybody was trying to dodge it. Man, there was a lot of drivers getting involved in this too. Good Lord Almighty. Man. Wow. Looks like the 64 went for a ride too. That was Larry Johnson. I think he smacked the wall several times. Oh, it looks like he might have got tagged here by Anthony English right there. Oh, so there was 2 things going on at one time. It was the incident up front, and then the incident back here with Anthony and Larry. Oh, okay. So there was a lot going on. Okay, I didn't see this one. But that's what got Larry all bent out of shape. He goes hard into the wall. Comes back up on the track. Goes into the wall again. And then it gets clobbered by the 45 So was it Anthony that got him, or was it the 45? Remember, we've got 2 Fox cars. Oh, nope, it was Anthony. My bad. Okay, so it was. I was right the first time. So, yeah, then he gets clobbered by the other Fox car. Right there. 45, nowhere to go. Clobbers Larry Johnson here. Man. Ah, that gummit. All right, well, GWC attempt number 1. Oops, and I totally butchered that. Hang on a minute. 1 of 2 coming up here, folks. 1 of 2. That was a big one. No, brakes. These cars don't brake, so you can smash the brake all you want to, and they still won't stop. These things are very, very difficult to stop. I got to get up early in the morning. I got to get up at 5:15. And me and my dad, we're going to go to Northwest Arkansas, Eric, and go play in a big cornhole tournament up there at the Mercy Hospital in Northwest Arkansas. I paid for that like 2 months ago. So it's about an hour and 20-minute drive from us. So we got to get up early to get up there by 8, get checked in and everything. So gonna be a fun day. Gonna be a little warm, but it'll be all right. Oh, while it was rolling back, I mean, yeah. True. Yeah, hold the brakes. Rolling backwards. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could. And sometimes you don't expect a car to be there, but and then they're there. So, the GWC attempt number 1. Now remember, we get a yellow before the white flag. We'll do it one more time. White flag comes out. That's it. Whoever crosses the line first wins. If we get into the second GWC attempt, the next flag after the green will end it. Of course, we've still got to get through this one first. All right, Vicente, Joe, Rick, Steve, Dwayne, Shane, Gabe, Bubba, Alex, Wes, that is our top 10. Our past winners so far this season have been Anthony English, round 1, Talon, round 2 and 3, Wes Hogue, round 4, Kevin West, round number 5. Are we going to have a new winner here tonight, or are we going to have a repeat winner? Minus Talon, because he's not here, so Talon can't win another one. But we're about to find out here in about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 laps, depending on if they use any more GWCs here tonight. Where's Eric out there rooting on Bubba Winningham out here tonight? Not a bad pick either. Here we go. Coming to the restart. GWC tip number 1. Remember, got to go on green at all times. And right now, they don't want to pile it up just right after the restart. Here we go. Green is out, and the GWC attempt number 1 underway here tonight at Talladega. Sponsored by Joe Thompson, Deals on Wheels Automotive. Everybody hanging on. There's, oh my golly, that was, would you call that 4 wide there a second ago? I think that was almost 4 wide, 3 wide. Looks like the 38 of Wes Hogue about to lose something here. Wes has got some major damage on that car. Coming out of turn number 4 here, folks, almost to the white flag. White flag has got to come out. Rick Seabrand's taking over the lead on the outside. Flag is in the air. One more time around. Here we go. Seabrands, Guerrero, Loving, Thompson, Corbett, Wargiffen, Butler, Man, Whittingham. Top 10. Of course, anything can still happen. This track is big, it's long, it's wide, and these cars are monsters. As the Zente is holding the bottom, Rick on the outside out of turn number 4. Door to door, it's going to be a shoot to the line. Who is it going to be? Rick Seabrand's going to hold off the 41 of Azente Guerrero and win it. Rick Seabrand's. Somebody go check on Rick, please. Good Lord Almighty, Joe Thompson gonna get third. Wow. All right, we got to look at this finish because there's not going to be any burnouts here because Rick decided to kill himself out on the track. So as we come to the stripe here, right here is where the 41 and the 4, they make contact, and it was just enough there for the 77 also to get to the line third. And we're going to see, of course, Rick going to go hard into the wall, going to go lid for lid. He's not going to be able to do any type of burnouts here. And I think that's about as good of a spot as any to keep him right there. All right, well, we'll get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show here. And we will we'll go ahead and keep Rick Seabrand's car right there. How's that? All right, hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back. Caught up with the top 3 here tonight. We're going to pull, Joe Thompson, our sponsor out here tonight, grabbing third here this evening. Let's go ahead and get Joe down here real quick. Joe Thompson, of course, before we get to the race out here tonight, a big shout out to you and Deals on Wheels Automotive sponsoring tonight's race. And what a way to do it, man. Finishing third out here tonight. You managed to even lead 6 laps. Started kind of mid-pack to the back in 18th. And, yeah, we had a little bit of everything out here tonight. Green flag pit stops, 3 wide racing, 4 wide on pit road. Even some big wrecks down there on the track. And not going to lie, man, talk about it, Joe. Awesome job, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I always try to start at the back and ride around, and then we had that first green flag run. That we had the green flag stops. We ended up with a caution second part, so we kind of got caught back up. But yeah, overall it was great, and stayed clean till right there at the end, coming to the line.
Oh no! Yeah, I seen that little hiccup, and I mean it's white flag, man. You guys are coming to the stripe. I mean you got to do something.
Yeah, oh yeah. So once Rick got back in front of me there, I was committed just to pushing him there. Unless something happened, he went a different lane than I would have went. But I was just committed on pushing him.
Well, you made the commitment. The commitment worked out for you here, finishing third podium. Good points night for you. Of course, the halfway mark of the season. It marked it tonight. Now we're, getting down to the last half of the regular season. Speaking of that, next week we go to some hot Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's the new Atlanta, not the old one. So, what do you like about or dislike about Atlanta? And having some momentum going into that race. How you feeling about it?
Well, preseason we ran a recruitment race there in this car, and it was the first time I'd actually run this car there, and it was really a lot of fun. And if you get the green flag stops in there, people get strung out a little bit. It's really good racing.
Well, I think we're going to see some good racing. I think everybody's got a little bit more of a feel of this car. It doesn't matter how much seat time you get, though, in these cars, man. These things are tough. They don't like to stop.
No. They're a handful turning, and once you get them sideways, they're a handful to save them, too.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, awesome job on the third eye here tonight, buddy. We're not going to keep you. Go celebrate, man. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go do that?
Thanks to you, man. You do a great job. And thanks to Jesse Hall and his boys, Dylan and Travis and Jordan. They do a great job down there. So anytime anybody needs any work done, if you're in that upstate South Carolina area, reach out to Jesse and he'll take care of you.
All righty, buddy. Well, Joe, go celebrate your third eye here tonight. Get ready for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and next Thursday, buddy. We got a lot of racing, man. Good luck to you. Awesome job.
All right. Thank you, man.
Thank you, bud. All right, well, that is Joe Thompson. Let's go ahead and get down here. The M&M's Caramel 41, Vicente Guerrero. If I can find him, there he is. Vicente, man. Oh, man, you were right there, buddy. I think we need to check on you down there on the track, too, here at the end, man. That was some good racing, though, down there. I know you're one of the drivers. You're one of the cool heads down there. You love to race. You hate it when you get wrecked out, but, man, when it's a good finish like that was, man, you can't complain, buddy, especially, starting toward the back out here tonight. Didn't qualify. Managed to get a P2, buddy, and lead 8 laps. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's it was a good battle there at the end with Rick, man. Congrats to Rick for winning, but man, that was a hell of a push in there. A good last restart there at the end and finish it off. We did wreck at the line, but it is what it is. But it was good finish and a good pushing for the guys behind. Rick also had a hella good pushing behind him and got a good run coming off the exit of 4. I got a little bit tight there. I did pit, that one caution where we had a long, pit cycle there and run, and I think we got lucky there and I ended up, I wasn't going to take any tires, and I quickly checked the 4 tires and went back at the track. Nick and I got up to the lead there. That's how we cycled up there to the lead, and I had 4 freshes. I don't think Nick took any tires there, so that probably one of the reasons why he got tight there, and he went up on, drifted up. He was in my Discord, and I called out the bottom because it was there and it was open. So, yeah, unfortunate for him, getting caught up in that one wreck. But all in all, man, the racing was really good tonight. I like the green flag pit stops. It was a handful. I mean, I almost sped a couple times getting into pit road. So,
We've seen that a lot out here tonight. Drivers getting popped for speeding, either coming on pit road or coming off of pit road. We had a couple get hit for speeding off of pit road. So I know that's rough.
Yeah, that's really rough. I mean, it's the nature of the beast. I mean, this 87s, it's a handful, so you just gotta adapt and get comfortable with it. I mean, all in all, for me tonight was a really good race for me. I spoke to my pops pre-race there, and he wanted me to win, but I can't complain for a podium. It was a tight battle there at the end, and hopefully I gave him a show to watch.
Yeah, it was one heck of a race. So I got one more question for you. Now, I know super speedway tracks usually don't burn up a lot of tires, but do they in these cars? Because I know every car is different. Do they burn up tires pretty well in these cars?
Oh yeah, 100%, man. This tire, man. I mean, the tires. I mean, they were burning, I think, a little bit more on the rights than anything. I did try to take just lefts because somebody took rights on our Discord there. I think it was Dwayne. He took rights, and it looked like it was getting a little bit loose. I mean, you do want a loose car here because it's faster.
Yeah.
But if you can't hang on to it, like it's just gonna cause a checkup and stuff like that. So I took a chance on one of the cycles there, and I took lefts, and it felt good. I could hold the bottom a little bit better. Um, but you know, it's all driver preference. I think if you take tires, no tires, rights, lefts.
Yeah,
But
it's all driver preference, and then kind of where you're at in the race. Are you early? Are you mid race? Are you late race? What do you want to do? Is it green flag? Is it is it a caution? Kind of where you're at in the race and what's happening. Whether you want to do rights, left, all fours, or whatever the case may be.
yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, I like long green flag, runs. I don't normally like the green white checker type deal because I can't get in the groove, in the rhythm, and I don't really have, but once I'm at front, if I get that clean air on that front of the nose, then yeah, it's go time, I'm gonna try everything that I can.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, awesome job at the P2 out here tonight, Vicente. Of course, tonight marks the halfway mark of the season, of the regular season, not the whole season, just the regular season. So, we've only got about 4 more races left now. Go to Atlanta next week. How do you feel about it?
Good. I mean, that'll be probably another track you gotta, save some tires, and hopefully we get some good clean pit cycles there. We'll see how it goes through that corner entry on the pit road, on 3. So we're gonna
Yeah.
have to really wind that thing down and get into pit road. So that's gonna be a handful. So hopefully we get a really good show to next week.
Yeah, definitely so. Looking forward to it, man. Awesome job out here tonight, finishing in P2 spot, buddy. I know you got a few final thought shout-outs, things you want to give, so I'll turn the mic over to you, bud.
Yeah, I want to thank you for broadcasting OP and all their admins and all the drivers that participated. I want to thank Rick for winning tonight. Good win, and I think Joe, I think he finished second, and Steve, hell of a pushing tonight. I want to thank him for a good pushing there at the end. I want to thank my teammates, Dwayne and Nick, for racing with me in Discord. I also want a huge shout out to my folks over there. Sorry, Pops, I didn't get you the win, but hey, I got second. I miss you guys, love you guys. I want to also thank my wife for letting me do what I do here.
All righty, Vicente. Well, go celebrate your P2 out here tonight. Joe actually finished third, so I think you said he finished second. You finished second, so you're giving him second.
Yeah, okay. Well, I could have given him second, too. He can have second.
He can have second.
Basically, it was second because he was pushing the leaders, so that was good shit.
Yeah, that was good. All righty, Vicente. We'll go celebrate your P2 out here tonight, buddy. We'll see you next week, man. Awesome job.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, bud. Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us here to our winner here tonight. He's been checked out in the infield, and we've got him mid-airborne here on screen.
Yeah.
Rick,
what a wreck, right?
What a wreck there at the end.
Yeah.
Awesome win. You led the most important lap. You led the final the final lap of the GWC attempt number 1. But man, talk about it. We had some good racing out there here tonight, man. It was green flag stops, 4 wide on pit road here tonight. I mean, we had a little bit of everything, buddy. Talk about it.
How about Joe Thompson? Without that push from Joe there coming back, it's pretty much a done deal for me. He did a tremendous job of locking onto me and getting this this 87 Yeti across the line first, man. I'm in shock. This is my first win over here in 87, so I'm really pumped about this one. So now we can we got one of those checked off the list, and yeah, that's cool. It's a good race too. Good green flag racing and some green flag pit stops and stuff. So yeah, good job by everybody.
Yeah. I mean, we had a little bit of everything, man. Let's talk about it here real quick before we let you, get on to the next race and everything. Kind of talk about the start of the race, man. We went almost 30 laps green flag. I think we were like at 28. And then we had our first yellow. I know in between that time, though, we even got a green flag stop in there. And we were right there on that second, on the verge of the second one. And man, just talk about that first run out here tonight, what it felt like as those tires wore down, that fuel kind of wore down. And we got to hear, we'll let you talk about it.
Well, we started dead last, so we didn't get a whole lot of practice in with the car. I don't even think we didn't turn a Q lap and we didn't turn a practice lap. So we started dead last. And while we was filling out our car, I was just following the 41 Vicente up through the whole race. He was he was glued to the bottom and really just kind of showed me the line and how to save tires and still be fast. And I knew he was going to be fast and be one to contend with there at the end. And he certainly was up there too. And I'll tell you about those pit stops. We didn't take any on that first pit stop, and it was a little sketchy. It was a little sketchy for sure. We was definitely planning on probably taking rights the next time in, or 4 tires, because it just gets so slick out there on these with these big heavy cars and with older tires with these kind of speeds.
Yeah, I mean, these things weigh, what, about 3,500 pounds or something?
They're tanks. They're absolute tanks. When you're done with this race, you are absolutely, you've been in a race, that's for sure, because they are absolutely tanks to wheel around.
Yeah, and if you combine that, if you have your force feedback set too high, man, your arms are...
Yeah, absolutely do, man. It helps to feel the car out, but you've put in a full day's work when you're at the end of one of these.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one quick question. When we got down to the first and one and only, well, we had 2 attempts, we'll only use one of them, but when we got down to the, GWC attempt, man, what was your mindset? What was you thinking? What was going on down there on the track to set you up for, well, a victory here, but, the best finish that you possibly could?
I just didn't want to make a mistake. I mean, I just wanted to at least get kind of the fruits of our labor tonight. You always want to win, but you don't want to. Anything can happen with these cars, man. The way they push, the way the fuel load kind of offsets the weight of it, so handling kind of matters too. So you just want to finish, and we were fortunate enough to really have a good push there coming back and on that green white checkered attempt. And Steve, he's going to give Vince everything he can in that low line to try and benefit himself and try and get up in front of me and try and make something happen. So Joe really, really, really had to put in the work tonight to push this number 4 Yeti up front. For sure.
He did, man. The Yeti Cooler number 4 machine bringing it home with the victory lane here tonight for round number 6. Of course, round number 7, we got 4 more races. 1, 2, 3, 4 more races in the regular season. We got Atlanta next week. Hot Atlanta, as everybody, knows it. How do you feel about Atlanta with some momentum now going into that race?
I like Atlanta. Atlanta's always been one of my favorite tracks since they kind of redid it. And I even liked it before that too. But since they redid it, it's kind of just brought a whole new animal. But I missed the 87 race that we did at Atlanta over here for the recruitment race. But everybody tells me it was one of the best recruitment races they was a part of. So I have high hopes for Atlanta. Like every other race, I'm sure track position will probably have something to do with Atlanta, just because there's so many limited opportunities there with as narrow as the track is and with the speeds. And tire wear will be a factor next week again. You can count on that.
Yeah, it looks like we're doing 90 laps according to the schedule. So
okay,
gonna be.
90 laps. It might sound like a lot, but it really isn't, because those laps click off fast there, man. So 90 laps is going to go by quick. You ain't going to – the guy that doesn't make a mistake is probably going to be in contention for the win next week over there.
Yeah, and, it's only a 1.5 mile track. So, definitely going to, have to play it right. Going to have to see what's going to happen there. No mistakes.
Mistake-free racing is going to be key next week.
And pit road there at Atlanta is something tricky too. It's
Well, pit road is tricky now all the time because of the new pit road parameters that iRacing dropped this week with their builds. So it's a completely different animal on pit road now. Now they're counting down to the 10th. So that's why you see a lot of the veterans out here tonight get some black flags.
Oh,
so it's a bigger deal now. So we're all kind of learning pit road again. So the mistakes are kind of happening, and you mix a newer track like Atlanta in it, you're gonna see probably more mistakes continue to happen.
Oh no! All right, well that's news. I don't read the updates, so I learned from y'all. So
it's definitely a thing. It goes down to tenths now, and it gets you by tenths. So it's a big deal.
Gonna be a big deal for sure. Alrighty, Rick. Well, awesome win out here tonight, buddy. Final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate your victory, buddy.
Yeah, first off, I got to thank Joe Thompson. What a phenomenal push he gave me there at the end. And also, not only that, for him sponsoring this race tonight. Make sure you guys check out Deals on Wheels there in Greer, South Carolina. Joe Thompson again, phenomenal job by him. You guys in the booth for bringing all this great racing to the fans. And and all the fans for watching.
Alrighty, Rick. We'll go celebrate your victory out here tonight, buddy. We'll see you, I think, Saturday.
We'll be here Saturday. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, bud. Go celebrate.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is Rick Seabrands out here with a win here tonight. Round number 6 at Talladega. Deals on Wheels, sponsored by Joe Thompson. Deals on Wheels Automotive. A big shout out again to them for sponsoring here tonight. But our winner, Rick Seabrands, bringing it home into victory lane here tonight. Vicente Guerrero there in second. And our sponsor, Joe Thompson, bringing it home into third. Steve Loving, awesome finish by him in fourth. And grabbing a top 5, Dwayne Corbett. We talked to him earlier here tonight. He'll finish in the 5th spot. Shane Ward 6th. Good finish by Shane. Mark Mann in 7th. Gabe Butler coming back from a lap down. Managed to grab a top 10 in 8th. Alex Giff in 9th. And Bubba Winningham will round out our top 10. Nicholas Wing in 11th. Harold Rothery 12th. James Pileski 13th. A.J. Walker 14th. Zachary Workman 15th. Wes Hogue 16th. Anthony English 17th. Matthias Swank at 18th. Joseph Holder 19th. And Jason Berg 20th. Larry Johnson, 21st. Andrew Schroeder, 22nd. Jason Johnson, 23rd. Brett Elmore, 24th. Brian Elmore, 25th. Bradley Stefane, 26th. Gene Watkinson, 27th. James Young, 28th. And Kenny Campos did not start here tonight. But again, our winner here tonight, Rick Seabrands, winning here tonight at Talladega. We will be off tomorrow night. Back in action Saturday right here on MaxspeedTV, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. You don't want to miss it with the OP Unlimited Series. Going to be some good action. And the Monte Carlo weighs 3,700 pounds with the driver. Oh, wow. 3,700 pounds with the driver. Good Lord Almighty, that's fast. Or that's heavy, and that's what makes them fast, too, because they're heavy, and they just keep going. So, good stats there. Thank you for that, Eric. But that's going to do it here tonight for MaxspeedTV. And, again, a big shout-out to our sponsor out here tonight, Deals on Wheels Automotive, and Joe Thompson out there. But until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all again, and we will see you Saturday night, and have a good night.